voy contigo. ¡Rompe! ¡Rápido! ¡Rompe! Explosivo.
Toma ahí, 1, 2.
Arriba, seguridad, arriba.
Tranquilo.
Falta.
Va granada.
Granada, lánzala. Rápido.
Tenemos un herido. Aguas.
Mata esa. Aquí va esta.
Aguas.
Dale, vas. Lánzala. ¡No! Lánzala otra. Lánzala.
Chaparro. Chaparro, date vuelta, chaparro. Tranquilo, chaparro. Tranquilo, chaparro.
Toma.
Tranquilo.
Dale. Una más,
Tranquilo.
¡Hey! Dale.
Tranquilo, mi chaparrín. Te voy a cortar el chaparro.
Despacio, un pay. ¡Hey! Necesito otro más acá. Un pay. Uno más.
Tranquilo.
Acá. Intervención. ¡Hey! Necesito dos más.
Tranquilo, chaparro. Tranquilo.
¡Dos más! Dale, entra. Listo, sale el pay. Un pay. Listo. Dale. ¡Granada! Entra. Pay. Apóyalo. ¡Hey! Vale, avanzamos. ¡Hey! ¡Tren!
Listo.
¡Vamos! ¡Avanza! Vamos a cubrir de aquel lado. Dale. Aguanten el tren acá. Vamos entrando acá. Aguanten los disparos de aquel lado. Otro. Vete. Apóyalo. Entra. Rápido, muévanse. Apoya. Entren. Vamos. Entra. Busca la escalera. Vete. Dale. Sí. ¿Dónde está? Cuidado ya, Cuidado de aquel lado. Cúbranlo de aquel lado. La ventana. Tenemos este. Vamos, hey, dos más. Vamos. Espacio. Tengo esa. ¿Hay más ahí? Hey. Sale. Muévete allá. Apóyame aquí. Hey. Con este. Apoya acá este. Muévete. Uno ese. Uno más. Ven para acá. Ven. Cúbreme esa puerta. Hey. Entren en esa. Dos más. Hey. Dale. De una vez. Hey. Póngase. Apóyalo. Hey. Apóyalo acá. Éntrale. Observa. Si no ves nada, no dispares. Baje. Dale. Se va a regresar. Dale. ¿Qué te abres? Bien, vamos. Arriba, arriba, arriba. Suban, suban. Un buen pay. Queda ahí. Esa hacia afuera. Ya hay ahí.
Ey, tranquilo, no disparan al loco. Está limpio, está limpio.
Revíseme bien.
Dale, revisa.
Revíseme bien.
Oiga, pregúntame por radio que chequemos la salida de escape de ese güey.
Ahora, ¿qué tenemos? ¿Qué tenemos? ¿Qué tenemos?
Aguántalo, aguántalo, aguántalo.
Contrólenlos. Vamos arriba, vamos arriba. Vamos arriba. Dos aquí. Tírate. ¿Qué encontraron allá? ¿Qué encontraron ahí? Tira. Dale. No los espejos. Levanten esto. Levanten esto. Seguimos arriba. Vamos arriba. ¡Ey! Arriba. Escudo. Escudo.
Dale, salgan. Hay mucha gente ahí.
Escudo. ¡Ey! Quiero la intervención arriba. Quiero la intervención arriba. Arriba, arriba. Vamos con el escudo. Dale. Dale. Buen pay, buen pay. Vamos. Seguridad allá. Dale. Vamos despacio. Vamos despacio. Vamos con ustedes. Dale. Dale, dale, dale.
Sale, sale, aquí lo tengo cubierto.
Dale. Apóyale, apóyale ya.
Aguanta. Ya están aglomerados,
Los tengo aquí. Avancen, avancen. Avancen.
Dale, primer cuarto.
Avancen. Dejen de disparar, avancen.
Tomen largo.
Entren, entren. Avancen.
Dale, 3 más.
Dale, vente. Vente. Dale, métete. Dale. Dale. Muchos cuartos. ¿Hay alguien aquí?
Tranquilo, güey.
¿Aquí alguien?
No hay nadie limpio.
¿Por qué entran? Revisen ahí, revisen abajo, los closets, todo. La seguridad. Revisen rápido. Levántalo, allá arriba. Allá arriba. Dale, apóyalos ahí con el escudo. Dale, ey, deja de alumbrar, vámonos. Dale. Apoyo, ey. Cuidado, no tanta gente en el pasillo. No tanta gente en el pasillo. Espacio.
Dale, listo para que tomes este.
Dale. Entra. Dale, apóyalo. Voy en el largo, hay otro pasillo allá. Hay otro pasillo allá. Arriba. Sale. Arriba. Al otro, vámonos al pasillo. Revisen bien. Abajo de la cama.
Dale, levanta la cama. Lo tengo. Levanta la cama, levanta la cama. No pasa nada. Dale, vamos a entrar acá. Dale, vamos a entrar acá.
Rómpelo.
Dale, si alguien sale te mueres. Tírate al suelo, tírate al suelo. Tírate al suelo.
Voy. ¿Quién es? Voy. Entra. ¿Quién es? Hey. Voy.
Te cubro.
Tírate al suelo.
Entra.
¿Dónde salió? Tírate al suelo.
Aguante.
¿Dónde salió?
Búscalo.
¿Dónde estaba?
Entra. Mátale.
¿Dónde salió pues? ¿Dónde salió? Dale pues, hay que quebrarlo. Vas a hablar.
Arriba.
Rápido.
¿Cuántos? ¿Cuántos hombres?
Revísenme bien. Revisen bien.
6 hombres deben haber.
6 hombres. Había atrás, abajo había 3. Revísenme bien, no se confíen. ¿Qué tenemos? ¡Arriba! Revísenme bien ahí arriba, todo arriba, revísenlo bien. Póllalo. Radio. Puma de roble. Puma de roble.
Rigger, veneno. Adelante para Rigger. Aquí tengo a los policías que pueden correr. Sí, afirma, hay que correrlo. Dale, confiado.
Puma de roble.
Adelante, Roble, para Puma.
Tenemos 3 masculinos, 1 abatido y tenemos 2 femeninas. 2 femeninas y 2 masculinos vivos y un masculino abatido.
¿Ya está listo dentro?
Sí, continuamos con la revisión, ya se puede entrar.
We turn now to the other developing headline tonight, the notorious drug lord El Chapo, who escaped months ago into that mile-long tunnel carved beneath his prison cell with full electricity and a motorcycle waiting, tonight captured. Here's the poster just released, El Chapo now caught, but it came after a bloody shootout. And in the end, this is what he looked like when he was found. But there does remain a central question at this hour. After multiple escapes, will he now be brought here to the U.S.? ABC's Gio Benitez, who first showed us that tunnel in Mexico, back on the case tonight.
His head covered in a white blanket, the most wanted drug lord in the world, Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, led away by authorities after 6 months on the run. The Mexican Marines launching the raid in the drug lord's home state of Sinaloa before dawn, killing 5 cartel members in the firefight. Inside the hideout, an arsenal of weapons, 50 caliber sniper rifles, M16s with grenade launchers, and Russian RPGs. Authorities tracking him to a nearby hotel. Today, that image of Guzman in handcuffs, sitting on a bed, wearing a dirty shirt. The Mexican president tweeting, "Misión cumplida," mission accomplished, we have him. His July 11th escape through a tunnel under his jail cell, practically caught on camera, humiliated Mexican authorities. That camera capturing him pacing back and forth, removing his ankle monitor, going to the shower area where he ducks and disappears. ABC News was the first American network inside that cell.
We are entering a Chapo's cell. There's that camera. There's that surveillance camera.
From the shower into a mile-long underground tunnel dug out by his own team of expert engineers, a modified motorcycle whisking the kingpin away to a half-built house that would be used as a secret escape. It was Guzman's second prison escape. His first in 2001 when he allegedly escaped from one of Mexico's top security prisons in a laundry cart. In October 2015, Guzman was cornered in the Sierra Madre Mountains after a fierce gun battle, still managing to escape. The man responsible for a quarter of all the illegal drugs that come into America, finally back in custody.
As you point out, responsible for so many of the drugs that get into the U.S. In the meantime, Gio, a lot of talk about whether or not he'll be extradited now to the U.S.
That's right. You know, there is no question that Americans want him here. And while he was on the run, a Mexican judge actually ruled that he should be sent to the U.S. if he was captured. But, David, there's no telling if or when that's going to happen.
All right, you'll stay on the case, Gio. Thank you.
Notorious drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman was back in federal court today. This morning, he was transported from his cell in Manhattan to a Brooklyn courtroom. This is his third hearing in the United States. CBS News senior investigative producer Pat Milton was in the courtroom and joins us now on the phone. Pat, this was the third hearing. What was it about?
Yes, this hearing had two major issues. One is that the lawyers were asking the judge to allow them to share the same space at the correctional facility in Manhattan as Guzman, contending that they were now forced to speak to him through a plexiglass screen. And they argued that the voluminous documents and more than 1,500 recordings that must be reviewed in order to prepare for his defense would be burdensome if they cannot speak with him face-to-face. They said they'd be forced to hold up page by page against the glass for him to read. And the judge said that he would refer a magistrate to review the space and to consider whether, even though they keep tight security, maybe there is some arrangement that can be made.
And is that the unfair conditions or treatment of unfairly that they've been talking about that the lawyers are referencing?
Well, no, they go beyond the issues today in court. The attorneys for Guzman have been arguing that he's being held in a special housing unit of Manhattan Metropolitan Correctional Center, in an area, the special housing area is held, is where terrorists are held, and he's confined to a cell up to 23 hours a day. They argued that he hasn't been able to have any visitors. His wife wants to see him. She wants to talk to him on the phone. And the only visitors he can have is the legal staff. The judge made a ruling prior to today's hearing that he can send letters to his wife, Emma, but those letters must be monitored by authorities. The concern is, according to the judge's ruling, that they want to make sure that Guzman does not send coded messages to his Sinaloa cartel from behind bars, or that he doesn't try to coordinate some kind of escape or direct an attack against possible snitches against him.
She was in court. She was in court today. Have they had any contact? I know you're referencing letters. Have they had any physical contact, though, at all?
No, they've had no physical contact. She was there today in the second row of the courtroom. And when he walked in, they immediately locked eyes, and she gave him a little wave. And during the whole 1 hour long proceeding, he kept looking for her, and she kept craning her neck to look for him and to exchange glances.
Was there anything else in particular that stood out in court today about the atmosphere or anything?
Well, there was very tight security. Everyone had to be metal detected before they walked into the courtroom. One of the other issues is the judge asked Guzman if he wanted to continue with his public defender attorneys because those attorneys may have represented witnesses in the past that may indeed end up testifying against Guzman in the future trial. And they said that it could be a conflict of interest, that he want to continue with the attorneys. And Guzman was very polite and very respectful, and through an interpreter said, "I thank you, sir. I'd like to continue with my current attorneys because I feel very well with them."
And Pat, what's next in this case? When are we going to see him back in court?
Well, there's a tentative trial date that they've set for next April 16th, which is an optimistic trial date. Prosecutors say that trial could take 2 to 3 months, and the next hearing that will actually see him in court is August 15th, when he'll be in federal court in Brooklyn.
Pat Milton at the Brooklyn Federal Courthouse. Pat, thank you very much.
Thank you.